My name is Dana Fletcher, and last Sunday my sister shoved me off my chair at family dinner. She did it in front of our mother, Aunt Ruth, and two of Carla's friends, right there in the dining room of the house I had paid for every month for 5 years. I hit the tile, and the table laughed, not kindly, just the way people laugh when they have decided you no longer count. I looked up at Carla from the floor my father had laid years ago and smiled. "Enjoy this dinner," I said. "It's your last free one." 5 years earlier, after my father died of a heart attack while mowing the back lawn, my mother needed help with the mortgage. The house still owed $187,000, and Lorraine's income from part-time retail work would not satisfy the bank. Carla's credit was wrecked by her divorce, so I signed as co-signer. I was 33, a courthouse clerk with a steady salary and a clean credit score. My mother squeezed my hand and promised we would split the payments. For 3 months she did. Then she stopped. The house became Carla's kingdom when she moved back in temporarily. Temporary lasted 4 years. She took my bedroom, hosted parties, and decided what groceries my mother should buy. I kept paying $3,800 a month while living in a studio apartment with a parking garage view and a sedan on its last legs. I picked up evening data entry work and ate rice, beans, and whatever was on sale. At the courthouse, my friend Margot noticed first. When I told her the payment amount, she said, "You're paying almost $4,000 a month for a house you don't live in." She didn't judge me. She just let the truth sit there until I could see it. Sunday dinners were worse. Carla sat at my father's chair, and everyone orbiting her acted as if she were the head of the house. When I asked once if she could chip in, my mother treated me like I had insulted the dead. Later, I found Carla's name on my mother's credit card statement beside online shopping charges. When I mentioned a roof leak, Carla said it was my department. I paid for the repairs anyway. Then, on my birthday, I saw photos online of a house party I had not been invited to. That was the night I stopped calling it sacrifice and started calling it what it was, theft. I began reading mortgage law on lunch breaks. Patricia Holloway, a real estate attorney Margot recommended, explained that my years of payments gave me an equitable claim. She laid out the options: demand refinancing, force a sale, or negotiate a buyout. Before I signed her retainer, a message from Carla's ex-husband changed everything. Carla had rented out my old bedroom and was collecting $600 a month from a tenant while claiming zero income in family court. I took photos, saved the bank records, and let Patricia build the case. The final blow came at dinner after I tried to discuss the house expenses one more time. Carla called me the help. My mother said I was tearing the family apart. Then Carla grabbed the back of my chair and shoved. I fell and the whole table laughed. I stood, brushed off my clothes, and sent Patricia's email. 60 payments, $228,000, and a demand to refinance or sell. By morning I had 73 missed calls. By Thursday, Patricia had served the formal letter. By the next month, Lorraine's refinance application was denied. The house went on the market. I received $87,000 from my equitable share. Carla had to move out. The tenant in my room left too. Aunt Ruth apologized for staying silent. My mother was different after the papers arrived. She was smaller but real. She stopped pretending Carla had been helping. I bought a condo 12 minutes from the courthouse with a dishwasher, a marsh view, and enough space for one woman to breathe. The first night there, I baked cornbread in my father's old cast-iron skillet and ate it alone at a table with one chair. Nobody laughed. Nobody shoved me. For the first time in 5 years, the life I was paying for belonged to me. The calls kept coming for days, but I stopped answering the ones that only wanted my money and my silence. Carla left voicemails full of rage, then fear, then nothing at all. My mother cried once, then spoke to me like I was a person instead of a deposit. It was not a perfect ending, it was better. I learned that love without respect is just labor with a prettier name, and I was done working for free. One Sunday, I drove past the old house and saw the for sale sign leaning in the yard. The porch looked smaller than memory, and the road ahead looked wider. I kept driving with both hands on the wheel, feeling, for the first time, that I was no longer headed toward somebody else's life. I was finally headed fully home.